Hi, my name is Kumar Nachiketa. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to install Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7.3 as a virtual machine. This is especially for those who want to have their own virtual machine for learning purpose or for preparing RHCSA exam like me. Before you begin, just ensure you have sufficient resources available on your computer. I would recommend to allocate 2 GB RAM and 20 GB of storage space to your VM. If 2 GB is a little too difficult, have at least 1 GB of RAM. After that, follow these two simple steps. 1. Download Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7.3 ISO image from the given URL. And 2. Install it on your workstation using any of these virtualization techniques. For example, VirtualBox, VMware Workstation, or VMware Fusion. I have used VMware Fusion on my MacBook to perform this installation. For the exam preparation or your own learning purpose, you can take advantage of Red Hat website for developers. This is the place where you can go and register yourself by providing all your details. And here's the download option. Once you have an account, you could download various Red Hat software. For now, here's the Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7.3.0 download option. So go ahead and download the ISO image. Finally, before I begin installation, some important info on partition and network selection. I will be allocating 10 GB for root partition and will allocate 1 GB for swap partition. I am leaving 9 GB without any partition. And for network, I will choose DHCP. And that's it. Let's begin the installation now. So the first thing I want to show is the file which I have downloaded, ISO image, and this is the file. So you can download it and keep it at any convenient place on your computer. For now, I'll just close this window. And now, as I mentioned before, I am using VMware Fusion for this installation. So let me open it. And you can either click on this add or file a new. I'm going file a new. And just say continue here. And here I can select the ISO image which I've downloaded. But if you notice, for me, the file name is appearing because I have created some more VMs using that file. So I will just select that for you. If you are doing it for the first time, you can select this and locate the file at the actual location. So just click continue here and select the operating system type, which is Linux, and Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7 64-bit. I will say continue. This provides a summary, which is Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7 64-bit, capacity 20 GB, memory 2 GB, networking we are using NAT, and everything else. So this is good. I will just click on finish. Notice if you want to customize setting, increase RAM or increase the storage space, you can do customize setting. For me, I am fine with it, so go ahead. And now I will give a name to this VM, which will be RHEL 7.3 demo. Click on save, and it gives a screen and starts the VMware. I'll increase the screen size. Now I have two options. I can either start the installation or I can test this media. I would not bother about testing this media. Install Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7.3 and press enter. And the installation will begin in a while. If you see, the scripts are running through, and in a while we will have a wizard. So now we have our GUI based wizard, installation wizard open, and the first screen is language selection. I will just leave English United States for me. I will click on continue, and this screen provides different configuration options. This is important. So first thing is date and time. I will select Asia, and I will probably just type here You could even select through map. And now it's 6:45 a.m. All good here. Click on done. The next important thing is software selection. So now it's selected as minimal install, which would not give you a GUI based window. So I will click there, and if you notice, we have server with GUI. We want this to be selected, and click on done. It takes a while to reflect the new selection, so we'll wait there. Done. The next thing is working on partition. If you notice here, it is automatic partitioning selected. We don't want this. We want to create our own partition. So we had given 20 GB here. To work on partitioning, you need to scroll it, and down we have a button called I will configure partitioning. So select and click on done. This brings up a screen to work on partitioning. You have different options, but for this installation I'll work on standard partition, and we will click here on plus, and we have to give 10 GB to our root, so that's what I would do. And same way for swap, 1 GB. And at this stage you can click on done. It brings a screen giving summary of all the changes what you have made. Just accept changes, and we have almost done everything. Before I click on begin installation, we need to work on one last thing: network and hostname. So if you notice, it is disconnected. To enable DHCP, probably we need to bring it on. I just click here, and if you notice, now I have the IP address configured. It has come up automatically. This makes sure that you can work on this computer and have working internet connection as well, which is very good. Click on done, and at this stage I can click on begin installation. Now the installation starts. If you notice, at the bottom of the screen it says starting package installation process, and it will start installing all the packages. At this stage we can set the password. For root I will set some password. Notice it gives a warning at the bottom that the password you have provided is weak. In my case it's demo, so I wouldn't worry. I will just click on done, but I have to do it 2 times because I have provided a weak password. You can also create a user, so it's always a good idea to create a user when we work on Linux. So I'll create a user with my name, and I'll provide the password. Again, weak password, so I have to click on done 2 times. Alright, so we are all set, and this will take a while to install all the packages. So I'll pause this video and I'll come back once all the packages are installed. Alright, so now all the packages are installed and it gives a screen to reboot. We are good to click on this now. I will click on reboot. It will take a while. Alright, so now we have to do a couple of things before we could get our GUI screen. We have to accept the license. Just make sure you go through the license, understand, and you have to accept it to go ahead. I have accepted. Click on done. The account which you had created during the ISO image download, you can go and subscribe yourself. For now, for this installation purpose, I'm skipping this step and just say finish configuration at this stage. Alright, so this is my freshly installed Red Hat Enterprise Linux GUI, and notice the user which I had created, Kumar, and I have to give password. And that's it. We have the screen. We have to do few things before the installation finalize. Confirm the language. I will just click on next for English. For keyboard typing, for me English is good, and I don't want to connect to any online accounts now, so I'll just skip this. So you're all set. Start using Red Hat Enterprise Linux Server.